Hi guys, this is Vishal here, and I'm here to present you my new tool. Uh, it's all about how I can sync data between two instances of Sitecore. You can found a full blog series on this technically, like what is the purpose, how I did it, and all in my blog, which is insitecore.blogspot.in. So current articles, I guess, is in part 4. I would be coming up with part 5 with the closure of the series. Let me go quickly and tell you that what it do. Well, the main purpose is to go and synchronize the items, so basically make sure that you have the same amount of data in one instance to another instance that you can do. And then the second most important purpose is to make sure that you are able to back up your content in some sort of another Sitecore instance, where in case if you require you can get your content back. I have tried to explain in my scratch here. You can see that something it's look like, but we'll come to this later, and I will be explaining all this in upcoming videos. But let's go and first check how I'm going to get this tool from where. What you can do is, of course, you can go to first Sitecore Marketplace. Let me check if my internet is working fine. Yeah, it's working fine. It's running fine. Let's say Core Sync. You have to so the module name is Core Sync. What's the name? I'll go and explain later. But let's go and search it. So you can see that you will find this tool in your marketplace. You have to click on it. Yep, so as you can see, this tool is there. What about business use? All of it, it's same in blog, it's same as here. You can also find small documentation like how to install it, and the current version, which is reads as 1.0. You can go and read this all of this stuff. You can download it from here, but if you do so, you will go and see that I didn't provide a package here. You can get the links here, which will basically the links of GitHub. If you see in the bottom left of your screen, you can see it's a GitHub links. Okay, what are these three packages? I'll quickly go over it. So the first package, which is Sitecore Sync 101, is basically for Sitecore 7.1 and version above, basically. And of course, this package is not really well and ready for 8.0 release, but it will work from 7.1 all revisions, 7.2 all revisions, and 7.5 also. This one is basically for all those Sitecore which are prior to 7.0 and 7.0. So basically I mean to say that it's going to work very fine if you are on 7.0 and prior to it. And this package is basically only and only if you don't want this tool, but you want to leverage the service part of this, then of course you can go and install it. So when I say service, you have noticed that okay, this tool is based on SOA principles. So let me go through the blog quickly. What I have done is basically I have looked around a feature within a Sitecore which will basically give me a capability to go and create items, create versions of them, create media items, create versions of media item. And when I say, and of course update it, when I say create items, I don't want to create items with all of data, but always having a new GUID. I want to create it as is. So for example, I have item in instance A of Sitecore, which is having a GUID, let's say ABC, and I want to have a same item in instance 2, with all its data, with all its things, but retaining the GUID. So those kind of features I am looking from a service. I know there are only few web services which expose the CRUD, create, rename, update and delete capabilities on to using web services. So the one which is the latest whole good is Sitecore Item Web API. I use that, and of course I need to enhance it because some of the features which is not out of the box. So now coming back to the thing, like so I have enhanced basically the Sitecore Item Web API, and if you want to use that API, enhanced API, you can go and download this CoreSync service, and then you can build upon your own wrapper around it, be it desktop or be it. So the my wrapper basically is a Sitecore based app module, a typical Sitecore package, which will give you a sheer UI based application. But of course this application has a little bit of logic into it, which I didn't exposed in my service. We'll see in few other series of blogs that what I have disclosed and not disclosed in these packages. So as you can see, this whole source code is listed in our Sitecore in GitHub. You can reach to GitHub by this name, Vishal NIT. That's my email handle, and you can go and search around this and you will find it. So what all the source code is there, but as I've said, this service is only listed here. So there is this library which indicate that I have to do something to, let me click on it. Okay, it's loading. Yep, it's loading. Yep. So this makes sure that it have basically all kind of customization to Item Web API. And here the namespace as suggests, this namespace comes from my company, so I am working here right now, and this is initiative sponsored by my company. This is of course open source, you can go and have it. Let's go back. So this Web API client. So this library basically it's kind of another wrapper which will allow you to call the web services you exposed in pipelines. And this is another small console application which uses this Web API client, and this in turn is this services in the host machine. Where I didn't provide the source code for the CoreSync project itself, because as per my company directive, it's a proprietary information and we should not put on hold. And though it is available here, I am pretty much sure you will not able to extract the source code out of it, because it's an obfuscation has been done on those DLLs or the logic of the CoreSync itself. But the pretty much engine which it runs on is available and open source basically. You can read it out here, what all is required to have this running. So let's go and download it and install it. What I have to say is basically I have to download. You can go and say link, and it will, if you click on this link, you will be able to download it. Yep, as you can see, it's got started. So why I have downloaded both of the versions? So in my local, I have one instance called Sitecore 7 local, which is basically a Sitecore version in 7.0, and I have another Sitecore instance in my local which is Sitecore 7.1, which is again having it. So what I have done is I have already installed all of the prerequisite and these tools. So one of the major prerequisite is of course that your system should be up and running the Sitecore Item Web API. Access should be open and allowed for an anonymous access as of now, but in production environment you don't want to make it anonymous. And of course it requires PowerShell, so I have my PowerShell extension installed here. The version of PowerShell is the latest, which is